EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. A run. Here's Harris. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now a run, and it's the rookie from Nebraska. Room to run at the 35. Still going. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
His offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Davis to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Pressured, gets there, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw, taken in. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And that is a dunk. It's incomplete. What in the name of Gary Premier is that? They let the kicker try to throw it. It doesn't work out. It's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football at their own 40.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier.
To the goal line and in. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
The drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. The Cowboys take over first down at their own 16-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. A run with Harris. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Harris.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On the handoff, it's Harris. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's first and 10. Just a nominal gain there to about the 9-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
On the give, it's Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run with Harris, and he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's
in trouble, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He keeps it himself, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. On 3rd down, here's Harris. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So, we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Slot receiver, headed right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over just shy of midfield.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run.
That one underthrown and intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now he'll run it.
Just getting anything out of that, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, we just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Harris. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. So,
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Receiver in motion, headed left. Back to the air one more time. He'll go right and find his running back. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll try to run it with Harris. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
The kick is good. Next to score, Cowboys 28, Saints 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Throwing now on first and 10.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess.
And he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Saints are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Here's 2nd and 9. Look underneath here for Harris. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it. and completed.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Next to score, Cowboys 31, Saints 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First and 10. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense